Good morning, everybody. What's going on? It's Big Dave, and it is time for this installment of 100 Hug Stories for the last 100 days of 2023. It's just a mini podcast about good times and good vibes from the man who embraced the world, me. And so for this story, we're going back to 2005, and we aren't going that far from my home in Philadelphia. We're just going to Jersey, just right across the bridge. And when I was the guest of a school, and I got to tell you, I have a great memory, but for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of this school. But it was in Central Jersey, and I was the guest the whole day because I knew one of the teachers for every class. And so what happened was that at the beginning of the day, I got there and I was a guest for probably about maybe 15, 20 minutes of every class. I just went from class to class to class. And the kids would ask me questions. And generally the questions were, it's the same thing. How many animals did you see? Did you see any elephants? Did you see a tiger? Were you scared? How'd you get across the oceans? I mean, it was the same question. The kids, we're kids and just fascinated with animals and different animals and species and stuff like that. And it was great. And then for the grand finale, I gave a talk to the whole school. And of course, because these are, I think it was like first through fourth grade, kids get rambunctious at a certain point, and especially when they're all together in the gym. And so I am there, and I can see that the teachers are barely, containing these kids. And I took the microphone and I said, "Hey, listen, if you all act right, if you all listen, I will give you the opportunity to high five me as hard as you can. Everyone will get a shot one-on-one to high five me as hard as you can." And the kids were like basically stood at attention and were just right there. And they were focused, and they were good for the rest of my presentation. And it was great because at the end, we, after I high-fived everybody, and what was great about this was that every kid was looking at how everybody else was high-fiving me and doing their own little twist on it. Some of them were jumping, some of them were running, some of them were standing there biting their bottom lips. I mean, everybody was doing something, trying to just basically take my arm off. And it was just fun to just stand there and just sort of be this human punching bag for these kids. And then we took this one picture afterwards, and I just love this picture. And I guess, as I look at this, I think the enduring lesson from this picture is, simply just be somebody, and not just be somebody, but be somebody that a kid can look up to and admire. And I love this picture. And the only other picture that I have from this day, it's funny, when I switched out phones, I lost a ton of images. I lost basically images between 2005 and like 2007. Like the majority of them are just gone. But anyway, the only other picture that I have is as I was walking out the door, there were these kids that corralled me, and they were like, "Please don't go." And it was sort of like Shane. They were like, Dave, please don't go. Please don't go. And I turned around and I was able to pose with these kids one more time before I left. And it was just a beautiful moment. So that's it. That's the story and hug of the day. And like I said, the enduring lesson from this is just be somebody that a kid can look up to and admire and aspire to be one day. So that's it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and be well, everybody.